What's good? What's good? What's good? Everybody talking about Beyonce new record and talking about how much it sounds like Drake's album and all that stuff. Like, man, her new album sound like Drake's new album. I'm like, wow, y'all really don't understand the business of music. Mm-mm-mm. I never tell a lie like George and the cherry tree. Yeah, I got a cherry tree right there. See, cherry tree. So you ain't got no garden. I always wondering what someone else got. But anyway, I got like an orange tree, lemon tree, I got apple tree, green apple tree too. Now, let's get to the gist of everything. Beyonce's new album, they talking about it sounds so much like Drake's new album. Now, everyone wants to say how much they sound alike, how much they are alike, and basically that Beyonce stole from Drake. I guess everybody using these Afro beats now, or this new thing that everybody's doing. But to be honest, Beyonce ain't made no damn hit record since Drunk in Love. Everything else has been otherwise a bunch of bullshit. Strung up off hype, off J and B and all that stuff. People are caught into celebrities, but ain't nobody bumping no information. Who's bumping information? But they're at a point now where they don't even have to make music. All they have to do is just be Jay and Beyonce. They get paid just for doing that. Now, I listened to the album. I mean, listen to it because everybody's talking about it. Do I hear anything really significant? The music business is like this. Beyonce ain't never really wrote a song in her damn life. She wouldn't know how to write a hit record if it fell in her damn lap. She is a singer. She's the talent. She has a voice. She can dance. She can perform. She's an artist. That's her talent. Jay-Z, he can rap. Can he formulate a song? Hell no. Somebody else have to do that. Jay-Z can't formulate it. You lay down the skeleton for him and tell him this is what the song is about. We need you to rap. Then Jay-Z is effective. Creativity is not his strong suit. Taking from someone else and capitalizing on someone else's creativity is his strong suit. So you got to understand that you got to see people and catch them at their strengths. And understand that's how people is in this industry. They buy songs. They buy hit records. You think New Edition made any of those songs? They didn't write a damn song. That's why they wasn't getting any money. They was paying the people who was getting the money. They literally went on tour, came off tour, and had a check for like maybe 35 cents that showed up. So when you was watching the Bobby Brown story and all that, the manager's like, look, I'm not robbing nobody. I'm in the projects with y'all. So how am I robbing somebody? Which he wasn't. It's the record business, the record company. When you paying all these people to write all these hit songs for you, Candy Girl and all that, they getting paid. You getting pennies on the dollars performing their songs. This is why Rodney Jerkins can sit back and make all this money. This is why Rodney Jerkins is looked at and revered. This is why Rodney Jerkins can sit there and say all these different things about the music business, because he done wrote the Britney Spears, the Christina Aguilera's, Michael Jackson songs. He can live off that the rest of his life. Rodney Jerkins decided, I want to put out my album now. See, Rodney Jerkins was a big Luther Vandross, 12 bucket of chicken eating mug. So no record company wanted to take a chance on him, even though he could sing. They were like, yeah, you can sing, but I don't think you can sell a record for us. So what we gonna do is get this to one of these little skinny teeny boppers here and let them sing the records. And everybody gonna be lusting after them and buying the records. Once he started seeing that and started seeing where the money was coming from, he shut the F up and started writing songs. And start keeping his money. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, keeping your money. And when you don't keep your money, you know you end up broke. Why you think these performing artists aren't doing anything? Why you think Tyrese is where he is? Tyrese could sing, but could Tyrese write a song? Hell no. He had all these other writers. He was the voice. But Tyrese had personality. He can act. He'll make a lot more money making a feature film than he would going out, putting out all that work and making an album that probably ain't gonna go gold. Ryan Leslie wanted to be a superstar so bad, he should have just stopped leaving these damn no good thoughts alone and just focused on writing and making music. Writing songs and making music was gonna make Ryan Leslie the richest dude around. All he had to do was keep doing all what he was doing. But Ryan Leslie wanted to be a superstar, wanted to spend all this money on these hoes, and it cost him. They got Beyonce writing these songs because what they do is they have other people write, like Carrie Hilton, and she got blackballed out the business because she opened her mouth. She ain't play ball and just shut up. She was like, yeah, I wrote these songs for Beyonce, and it was like, look, you ain't got to tell the world that. You already was getting credit for it, so just shut your mouth. Now we realize we can't work with you. Meaning that Beyonce can't work with you, that's gonna mean a lot of artists and a lot of record companies that's gonna turn their head and say, no, I ain't working with you because you opened your mouth about Beyonce. See? It's a relationship business. This whole game. And if you ain't privy to it, you will fall victim to it. Oh, we've seen it come many times prior. All these new artists, or artists on the cusp, or new artists to look up to or look at. That stuff don't mean anything. In the long run, because in the long run, they just gonna want to know where you been. Where you at? What can they get from you? The whole nine. And when they can't find these things or they can't get them from you, you know what they do then? They panic. Oh, they panic. Because you're not bending to their will. Now let's take me, for instance. I'm different. I'll see all that moves. I would never have an album where someone made my beat or wrote my song. If I'm an artist, I'm gonna purchase the beat. So it's mine. If someone else make it, I'm going to pay them a flat fee purchase rate. I now own this beat. You might have made it, but once I buy it, it's mine. So I can track it and say produced by me because I bought it. And that's how a lot of these artists end up losing. They figure out how much money they actually lost, then they try to go back and sue later. Hence, Fat Joe, All the Way Up. Remember that song? We all the way up, burn up, burn up. Someone else made that song. Fat Joe bought that song. That guy tried to go back and sue. Once that song became a hit, and they realized how stupid he was to sell the record, he tried to go back and say, I ain't say all that. What I said was, they were like, nah, you met at the restaurant. You did the deal. He paid you. He got your signature. You agreed. This is cut and dry. So, once again, this happens. The music business is a criminal business. A guy who was peddling his music outside of a hotel, trying to get it to Jay-Z and Kanye West, they ended up taking the man's song and have the same title as the man's song and put it out on the Watch the Throne album. I can't make this up. Stole all credit from the guy. So that guy sued Jay-Z, Kanye, and Frank Ocean. So you want to be careful who you deal with in this business. It's a thievery business. For those who want to be artists, and for the rest of us, we keep it moving. Peace.